Welcome to clickmeproject.com. Let us see the title of the project: Marriage Cup using Android application. This application to develop such a marriage halls and catering and the photographic services for any locations. This application, two type of clients we have acting. One side is the vendor and another side is the customers. The customer is global to things, whatever the customer needed for the marriage halls and the catering and the photographic for the particular time and the marriage arrangement time, will be using to these apps. The vendor side, we have three type of vendors we have integrated. One type of vendor is marriage halls and there are venue, catering and photographic. Three type of vendors separate to the user login, everything. This application mainly used for marriage assemblers or arrangement peoples. So whatever you needed for your locations areas, what are the vendors, venues and catering and the photographic details will be easily to monitoring for all the details. Now all the details will be conveyed for the cost basis and availability basis. Main scope of this project is availability display for the vendor status for the user. Customer easily to identification availability for the venue or catering and the photographic services for the particular arrangement, wedding arrangement date. We have using the three models for separately. So customers and the vendor detail list. The customer is separated to the login everything details. We have described to the flow diagrams for everything details. Let us see the flow of the diagrams. This is simple architecture of the project Marriage Cup. This is customer details, the information for the MySQL DB. So the updation information for vendor details. So the updation result will be changes for the MySQL detail. The DB communicate to the searching information to simultaneously process. The flow of the diagram. The customer start the work on the registration. The customer is to enter the vendor. So the type of vendors we have given in the catering and the photographic and venues. The catering and the photography in case you purchase to the date and everything details will be for a booking, so kindly change the update for the booking details. Next, detailed description of the diagrams. Customer the sign up on the login for the selected vendors, the vendor only for the three type of vendors, the three type of vendors updating the result to the selecting vendors, the updated for the availability status to the marriage time, date and time. The searching for this required vendors, in case searching vendors will be needed, you mention to the calling options we have added and more the contact details will be added. Finally, we have the separate for the logout information to the customer. This application we have integrated to the customer and vendor details. Let us see the demo of the project. This is the home page of the Marriage Cup. We have a login for the customer and sign up to the customer. The vendor login is the vendor login and the vendor sign up. So the vendor sign-ups we have splitting to the two vendors separately. So this is the venue and catering and the photographics. So you click the category here mentioned in the vendor sign-ups, it will be integrated to the WAMP server databases. So name of the catering and the email ID, password, re-entry password and addressing, pin code, phone numbers and some menu and prices. So we have validated to the email ID and the password for two type of validation we are giving to that one. It's separate for the old vendor in sign up details. Photography, we have whatever the photography details we have creating to the photographies and the pin code type everything. This will be filling for the automatically we have filling the all things. So we have selected the in case of the sign up vendors we have clicking to the vendors. So we know the same procedure we have followed in the catering and the photographics. So catering is the next sample for the catering. This is the catering logins we have using the number one catering Gmail ID and the password. So we have clicking to the password. The login successfully. The frame date and the to date will be updating for the bookings. We already mentioned, so it will be the date mentions. This is the date and format. We have the updating to the changes the updated. We have the separate to the catering login will be updated. Finally, we have the logout buttons. We have clicking the logout buttons. It will be go to the main page. This is the vendor for separate all the users we have using. The customer needed for the email ID and the password things. First of all, we have separate for the customer sign up pages. The customer registration will be needed for the separate login. So one of the customer will be enter. Click. So click the login for the customer details, login successes. It will be detailed for from date for your marriage. I will the customer coming, so I can arrange the marriage for 06 and the 05 and 2015, 06 and 05 for 2015. So mention the budget for, so I click the submitted. The submitted details will be good for the venue and the catering, and the photography details will be displayed. So after you click the venue, it will be listed for the availability list. It will the Sankaran Mahols and their addresses for the list of those we have set list. Whatever your favorable prices, we have the addresses and the prices will be listed. Next, the catering availability list. The catering names and the display for the Coimbatore and the prices per the plate or per the persons. Per the person details will be updated. The details will be integrated for these pages. Okay, the cost, everything details will be the prices list. Whatever you choosable list, we have easily added. Next, the photographics. The photography same procedures. Photography and the prices for the photography coverages for per day we have mentioned per day. So in case you like to the specific list for the details, you just click the list. It will be updated for the full details and the budget, everything. In case you call to these numbers, you just call to this number via these applications. It will be calling to recognition, so for the particular user. So the calling to the particular user. Otherwise you have checking to the phone number, so whatever you are speaking to, that procedures. We have integrated to the WAMP server for catering and photographic registration venues for the tables, and separate to the databases we have using. This is help of the customer to enter to integrate the application for the marriage hub. This is the marriage hub applications. Thank you.